Don't be fooled by its beauty. This track can be unforgiving. Can a new contender rise to victory? IndyCar racing from Road America starts now on Fox.
Welcome, folks, to Wisconsin, a place famed for its natural beauty, its delectable cheese, and one of the greatest racing circuits you will find anywhere on the planet. This is the XPEL Grand Prix at the Road America. And wherever you are, we welcome you to a program here on Fox in the beautiful Bristol. I have to say that while it is swelteringly hot, the wind most certainly has picked up. So we bring up myself with Watson.
All right, good morning, everyone. Chase fan number 9 here. Welcome to another live stream. Today it's the NTT IndyCar Series race at Road America. It's the XPEL Grand Prix. Should be a good race today. Wow, Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, the cheese state. 4-mile road course. Races, I think it's 55 laps long. So yeah. So far we've only had 2 winners in the Pelot and Kirkwood are our only 2 winners of the IndyCar season so far. We've yet to have a third different winner. It could happen today, that's for sure. Let's see. Rookie Louis Foster is on the pole for today, first career pole. His teammate Graham Rahal starts 5th. Now they have speed in qualifying, but that's one thing. But having speed for the rest of the race, that's a whole different story. Yeah, the opening lap can be extremely could get crazy. Yeah, Road America is known for having very crazy starts. So yeah. I think this is the track where Penske will get back on. I think this will be the race where Penske gets back on track because, man, they've had a pretty rough start to the season. All 3 of their drivers. And then the last race they had, Gateway, oof, that's a race they would want to forget. Yeah, the Indy NXT race just wrapped up a short while ago, so that's why it's not accurate at the moment. Yeah, the Indy NXT race is 35 laps shorter. It's 20 laps, as you can see. So yes, it's on TV. It's on Fox. Not FS1, just Fox. Thank you so much, mate. All the best today. Let's go and see a guy.
introducing Kyle Kirkwood. Last time I tried to chat to him, it was at St. Louis. And you had your helmet on, and then you won the race. No helmet, but how you feeling today?
We're feeling good, feel hot. What's a little bit of a breeze right now for you guys? But see how it plays out. We're tired egg and overall performance because this is warmer than we've ever felt, especially as we're talking before, right? It's huge. But fairly straightforward race, like it usually is here. If you're fast, you do well. If you're not fast, you don't do well.
That's looks anybody. And actually, just before we started as well, he was telling me they were putting ice in his seat just to try and keep him as cool as possible, just to really show how hot it is today, how physical this racetrack is today. And the guy we want to get to, we see him just over there. He's just going to start getting ready, putting his cool suit on. Louis Foster, first grade pole in IndyCar. How are you feeling, mate? That was an awesome job yesterday.
Yeah, I look forward to it. It's going to go by the 45 crew. It's going to be a long race and trying to get a race going to come now, but yeah, I think we should get a result. Just keep on moving speed and see what we end up.
Congrats, buddy. Have a great day today. And then we have a legend. I'm going to have to run again, as you guys know, one of my favourite things to do on the grid. He probably intimidated the way I'm running at him. Just definitely not worried about me blocking him. RB1 for the Green Bay Packers, Josh Jacobs, your first IndyCar experience. How excited are you to jump in this two-seater?
And I'm excited, man. Hopefully we can talk it out.
But generally, the atmosphere, have you been enjoying your experience so far? I heard you got to meet Scotty, Matt.
It's been a great experience. I got to meet a lot of the guys. Scotty's a really cool guy. Just talking to him about
They had one of the
they go into this, so it's interesting to see it firsthand.
Josh.
Well, I hope you have a fantastic day. That mostly is the grid set. Can't wait to see how this race pans out here in a little bit.
Joining in 7 million adults, like Michael, who taken us out there.
As strange as it is, my typhoon diabetes could have slowed us down. But I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Street, and this is what my
Yeah, in case you saw the two-seater, yeah, that was me.
and lost some weight too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death, and others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or use needles. Don't take if you or your family have NTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise
Now here we go. The leaderboard has has refreshed itself. So yeah, again, Louis Foster on pole, Alex Pillow and Kyle Kirkwood starts second and third. Scott McLaughlin starts fourth. Longard fifth. Rahal sixth. Callum Ilott starts ninth. Will Power eighth. Okay. Malukas seventh. Newgarden starts 10th. Pato Award. Oops. Here's the rest of the grid. I think Dixon's got a lot of ground to make up. Same with Rossi, Simpson, and VK.
Healthcare providers prevent medical mishaps. Good AI that we can be.
What do you think of the 18500?
We drink the milk.
There is life outside of racing. Maybe that helps me get a go from
100 Days to Indy. Stream every episode now on Fox Nation. The U.S. faces with America's best. The football baseball on the world's biggest stage. The 2026 starts now. The Gold Cup on Fox.
Well, people think that I'm here to race, but actually I am here to eat. My name is Christian Resch Munchen, and this is the Great Road American Food Tour. This is from the gearbox in the paddock. The pork sandwich. It looks pretty good. I'm glad I got a good bite. As you can see, that's pretty good. This is my kind of interview. Well, this is from Antoinette's in turn 3. It's called the Point Mac, another solid contender. This is from Pearls Amigos
Locos. I'm a bottom taco guy, but this doesn't do it for me. This one, but churros. A lot of the time they can get too soft. This one is crispy, which I like. It's a little snacky. This is 6,000 years of corn on the cob. Dig it? You know what it tastes like? It tastes like corn. All of these things are from Parker John's, middle of the paddock. We got the mother clunker, the pulled pork, and then we got sunny stuff. Well, it's very flavorful, and it's not dry. This one has been my favorite so far. Let's try the mother clunker. It tastes like exactly what it is. Bread, cheese, chicken, and bacon. Anything you can get with pulled pork from this place is solid. Road America, great place to be, great place to get some good food.
Your mental health is better, but having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tonic dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Impressive. Number one prescribed Ingrezza is clinically proven to treat TD, quickly reducing TD movements by greater than 5 times in 2 weeks. 98% of people were still satisfied with Ingrezza after 2 years, and you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can help depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swallowing eyes, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart-rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating upon a dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble keeping with balance may occur.
taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Yeah, it looks like the cup race at Pocono might get postponed because of weather.
My finances are fine. With Dash Pass, I saved $6 on my grocery order, so I cloned myself. Albuquerque, $0 delivery fees on dog toys. Got me an opera singer that sings me compliments. She's so nice. Dash Pass savings equals. Oh yeah, forward.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
Secret Service only Wednesdays on Fox. There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save. Trade in an eligible vehicle and get $6,750 total value on this 2025 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. That's 10% below MSRP. See your Northern California Chevy dealer.
Whoa, this Xfinity Wi-Fi is booming. Hey, honey, how's the Wi-Fi? It's booming. It's booming. Booming. Peace. Peace and movement. Hey, all guys. Boom. Check out this. Booming. The Wi-Fi is booming. Boom. Boom. Wi-Fi.
Really? Boom.
Get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our fast equipment with unlimited data included, all for one price for 5 years.
The Wi-Fi is booming.
The Roseville Auto Mall is Northern California's ultimate destination when looking for your next vehicle. With 20 top brands and award-winning dealers, we've got everything you need to hit the road with confidence, all at prices you'll love. This Father's Day, get Dad what he really wants and surprise the Brad in your life with a new vehicle and new adventures. Dads or Brads, we've got you covered. Discover the largest selection in NorCal with thousands of vehicles in stock daily at RosevilleAutomall.com. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
Fox 40 Plus, available now on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.
Well, you check this nostalgia at the start of the week, and the weight saving seems to do it no harm at all. Really possible stuff from a firm career pole producer. Let's take a look at the rest of the XPEL Grand Prix at Road America's starting grid.
I'm Jake Middle from Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, Idaho. I'm Scott Dixon from the Nottingham BT Bank contract from Welcome, New Zealand.
Alexander Rossi from Nevada City, California. I'm Kevin Simpson from the Cayman Islands. Reed Beacon, Oakdorf, Maryland. Connor Dean from Noblesville, Indiana. Christian Rasmussen. I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark. Edwin D. Francesco, Toronto, Ontario.
Santino Ferrucci, Woodbury, Connecticut.
Robert Schwartzman, Ford and Israel, Tel Aviv. I'm Colton Herta from Valencia, California.
Marcus Armstrong Christchurch, New Zealand. Mark 33rd. Good luck with you now.
Golden Seagull, Palo California.
Felix Rossi Twins, Paramount, Sweden. Otto Award, Monterey, Mexico.
Just regarding natural
That's
testing.
200.
Willpower. Walter, Queensland, Australia.
I'm David Lucas. Grew up in Chicago, Illinois.
Greg Raymond, Columbus, Ohio.
Christian Lundgaard from Fire, Denmark. Scott Buckman, Rochester, New Zealand.
I'm Kyle Kirkwood from Jupiter, Florida.
Hello, I'm Alex Palou. I'm from Barcelona, Spain.
Louis Costa, Union, Indian.
That is your grid here in Road America. Now, let's go trackside. So look at that. Race fans, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome Captain XPEL, Tom Jensen. Drivers, start your engine! Josh Jacobs getting after in the back of the two-seater there. Packers running back. He's had lead blockers in his career, but talk about a view and a hole opening up in front of him. This has got to be exhilarating, especially here, guys, at Road America. Let's take a look at the home defense you guys. This incredible circuit, guys, absolutely gorgeous. Just over 4 miles here through the rolling hills in northern Wisconsin, 193 miles an hour down on that very, very quick turn one. We talked about some of the incidents you can see there on the starts earlier. Then it starts that downhill one into turn 3. Important to get a great launch for that long run down to 5. And you're going downhill to 5, grabbing gears, and then hammering the brake pedal. 3.8 G's in line in that brake zone. It really tests the back of your neck. From a G-force standpoint, you go through turn 6, go fast, turn 17 with a small lift there, heavy brake zone for 8, and then change back to speed zones for the carousel and the king. One of my favorite parts of the racetrack, 146 mile an hour minimum speed, 3.4 G's. These drivers are pulling through the famous carousel, and that launches you down the back straight through the famous and flat out king. Minimum speed, about 176 miles an hour. You climb all the way to 12. And then we go to the promised land. That's right, Canada corner. Down here, heavy brakes on 190 top speed, fastest part of the racetrack, 4 G's of inline deceleration. You complete with turns 13 and maybe the toughest corner on this track, especially with the wind, turn 14. Very tough to get it right, and if you do, you get a great run back to start finish. Cars roll around the track. Let me take a closer look at what the drivers are contending with. We talked a lot about that. The guys are one of the longest racetracks. We have some of the longest straights, which means downforce and drag are very, very important here. Looking at the rear wing of the Delara cutaway car. And this is how the drivers and teams can adjust the rear flap angle. You have it more up, that's going to give you more downforce, but it's also going to have more drag and take away straight line speed. But there's also some good old American innovation with the gurney flap back there. That little yellow strip at the top, you can adjust size and span across that upper rear wing element to help maximize downforce and drag. And what I love about this track is this is where fast guys win. You don't love it when we win here. We do it on speed, and that's a beautiful thing on a hot day like today. Talking to Paulson and Louis Foster earlier on this weekend, he said he could try and finesse his way around this circuit, driving how he thought it needed to be, precise and on the nose. He said, eventually, I just sent it. Locked up at every corner, went deep at every corner. I was a half a second faster. What did that teach me? I have to hustle the car to get a fast lap. Get off the lane.
Well, the Ray Hall letter from the cars to come alive on the 4th week. The last time there, the race course on the schedule, the NTT. Grant Ray Hall started second and finished 6th, the best of the season. Today he rolled off 6th with the hopes to keep improving during the race. Ray Hall told me earlier this morning that he would need to focus on keeping his rear tires under the car deep into his sticker. Jack Kirby.
Colton Hills feels like he started uncharacteristically far down the grid, especially at Road America. Before this weekend started, of active drivers, he was the highest start and finish. He wasn't happy with his balance in qualifying. They made some changes in the warm-up, and he's excited to move forward in the race. Kevin.
Kyle Kirkwood starts third, going for 3 in a row, and is very much in the championship. This should not be a surprise. The 26-year-old from Florida might have been the most successful American driver ever coming up the ladder. Look at these stats. He won 55 of 87 the races and had to win to continue. There was no family money. The teams like Cape Motorsports and Andretti invested in him, found the budget to make sure he could continue, and now he is on the brink of becoming the next American superstar. Thank you, guys. Just let you folks know, the temperature is rising all the time. We are currently up at 91 degrees. The average here in the history of this race is 71.9 for this race. So we are already 20 degrees warmer than normal. Track temperature, guys, 127 degrees. The question mark, how long will these soft tires, how long will the hard tires hold on in these conditions?
Our drivers had a chance to do a 30-minute warm-up this morning, but with a 4-mile racetrack, it still doesn't give you enough time to really evaluate things. And Jake, the track temp was closer to 100 back then. This is uncharted territory for everybody, including the strategists up and down pit lane that have to make the crucial decisions about how long the running fit, how to stretch things, and where to really play your cards.
But that's why these guys get paid the big bucks. This is the top level. This is the pros. This is where you have to be able to adapt. You have to be flexible, and you have to be able to read the situation in the moment. So we're going to go over these first 5-6 laps and really get a sense of who's strong, who's nailed the balance for these conditions, and who's going to struggle all afternoon.
And the rookie, Louis Foster, who's going to start on that soft compound tire, will be the guinea pig for the field. Everybody else behind will be able to watch his lap times and understand when and how the tire falls off on performance.
And all those drivers behind, 3 of them made up the podium last year, all 3 of them were Penske drivers. This has not been a season to Penske's liking so far. No victories for one of the most storied teams in this championship's history. Starting alongside the pole.
All right, here we go. Pace car's gonna head off right about here. Oh no, the pace car's ready to pull off. All right, here we go. Should be a good race. Hopefully the start won't be too chaotic, or I hope this first lap won't be chaotic. But anyways, here they come up the big hill. Green flag in the IndyCar race at Road America is green. Here we go. Three wide for second. Ooh. Ooh. Some drivers are getting into the oh Jesus. There goes one car off track. That Malukas. Damn it. Ooh. I think O'Ward just sending it in there. I think a lot of drivers doing some off-track racing, that's for sure. Well, could have been a lot worse. But is that Rossi? Yeah, that 4 car is stuck. And the caution's out. I think the four car can still continue. I mean, he doesn't have serious damage on it. Replay. Yeah, when you get in, yeah, he made contact. Oops.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, total dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Impressive. Number 1 prescribed Impressa is
Yeah, Malukas will be fine. He just needs to. They just need to tow him out of there and get the car back there.
Ingressive can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed.
It should be a quick yellow, I hope.
Suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingressive if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swallowing occurrence, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart-rate problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, trouble eating, or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Many things change as we get older. Wow, your McDonald's breakfast order? No. You don't change perfection.
Be a McDonald's breakfast person and start your morning with a $7 big breakfast with hotcakes, complete with an English muffin, sausage, scrambled eggs, and hash browns. Save time and order ahead in the app.
Eczema isn't always obvious. Eczema isn't always red.
But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you.
With Eclipse. Eclipse is a once-monthly treatment to help those with moderate to severe eczema find real itch relief and real results. Like skin that's still more clear at 1 year. Don't use if you're allergic to Eclipse. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Eclipse. Before starting Eclipse, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Skin that's still more clear, even at 1 year? Clearly, it's possible with Eclipse.
Talk to your doctor about Eclipse for eczema.
Fox 40 Plus, available now on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.
As long as forever, there's only been one Frosty. Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of new swirls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's not genius, actually. For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's.
Welcome back to the XPEL Grand Prix at Road America, live on the phone. We are under caution because David Lucas pretty much took himself out of the equation. It was actually a battle with Christian Lunga. Keep your eye on the orange and black car of Lunga. That's the McLaren, and the blue and white of David Lucas behind him. Actually, good start from David Lucas, but just had a little bit too much momentum on that run down to the area. Lucas does a good job getting outside of Red Rahal there, who's in the second red white car back, but then just outbreaks himself. Then he got a little squeezed over, got on the white line with the left side, but either way, contacting the back of Christian Lunga. As we ride on board with Rahal, it's Lucas just to the front, to the left. Watch. Goes in with too much speed. You see the front lock up and get to the back of Christian. Looks like it's having understand there might be some damage.
Well, let's listen to the Solar Radio and see what they've been talking about.
That company, whenever they lost, we definitely took damage. I was almost off the track and lost by Critical. He didn't give me space to get off track.
And there is some damage in the left rear, but Brian Barnhart's strategist said he's probably going to raise the center of pressure. They're not going to pit. What's that? So I can hear the car, guys.
All right, guys, I'm making pit stops.
A Stingray Rob and Mark Armstrong. Guys out there. A decent idea after a couple of that pictures to jump off the side. Okay, remember this pit stop. Scott Dixon started 25th. Okay, not someone we had tagged in the pre-race show. Remember this pit stop on lap 3. This could come into play by the end of this thing if we see the number 9 up at the front. The way this race goes, the way the cycle goes, you see the damage on the nose cone again for Lucas there.
It's damage or optimized cooling for the hot day for Lucas up on the nose. So yes, you're right for Scott Dixon. Why pit right there and give up track position? Because he's now on the red tire. Listen to him clutch and coast, trying to save precious fuel here, give him the greatest flexibility on strategy later in the day.
So Dixon talked about soft tires early doors. How long are we going to see these guys running this together? Is that actually the good question?
Louis Foster's going to tell him, right? There's 4 laps complete right now. 2.5, 3 under caution. So Louis Foster is going to be, like I said, the guinea pig for the entire field. They'll be watching his lap times. And the moment they really start to fall off, teams are going to look to try to seize the opportunity if there is a pit window.
And mind you, on the rules, you can run sets whatever you want
All right, here we go. Back to green. Oy. We go back to green. Oh. Oh, caution. Schwartzman. Yeah. So yeah, for those who are tuning into the NASCAR is at Pocono. Yeah, it's under a delay because of weather. So with that said, we'll watch. Best to come over and watch this race.
With moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, my skin is no longer mine. My active psoriatic arthritis joint symptoms held me back. Don't let symptoms define you. Emerge as you with clearer skin. With Tremfya, most people saw 100% clear skin that stayed clear, even at 5 years. Tremfya is proven to significantly reduce joint pain, stiffness, and swelling.
Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine.
Emerge as you, with clear skin. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
You may know me as Antonio Banderas, but when I use my Bosch fridge, I feel like Antonio Banderas.
Well, I hear you, brother. When I use my Bosch power tools,
I feel like the macho man Randy Savage. You take it. Phenomenal. Power tools. Phenomenal. Power tools. Watch this. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a. They walk among us, but at 230 miles per hour, they become something more. They're thrill seekers, risk takers, and maybe just a little bit unhinged. Buckle up. This new era of speed, this racing revolution, it's just getting started.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple. We're humans. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovation that amplifies healing and leads to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
success. And a lot of There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the free to save, trade-in an eligible vehicle and get $6,750 total value on this 2025 Silverado when you finance with you in financial. That's 10% below MSRP.
See you in Northern California Chevy Bill. Fox 40 Plus, available now on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.
Welcome to 1955. Sales tax 525 out of the papers with it's also rolling out the news. The Congress races 14 times. Here's the week of it. We will have the prep and as we find out later, how it will come. No detail this is. We will have a huge race. But let's take a look at that incredibly double overtake. So far, how technical it was, but it was absolutely stunning to see this from ahead from above, well ahead of them. A brilliant run from Alex Ball to get to the outside. And Will Power decides to go full send to defend and ends up accidentally getting way too deep. Fortunately, Kyle Kirkwood watching everything. He was here, took a heads up risk. Kirkwood watch this. It should have been a crash with 28 drivers in the field, but Kyle Kirkwood would be a master of finishing races. Remind me a lot of Scott Dixon as you see Kirkwood's view of things. And Kirkwood probably laugh and say, this is ridiculous. Get him. Not exactly laughing. Entertaining for us. Kirkwood is not a big fan.
They should give us that position back. That's all right, bud. Long race here.
I agree with the sentiment, but that is just not how racing works. I mean, Will was absolutely out of control. But look, that's a championship winning move for Kirkwood. It's avoiding accidents like that. Like you said, great Dixon-esque that keeps you in the fight. You would hate to see Paul going by, but it was great. And listen, if Kirkwood were to close on this championship down the stretch, we'd look back to that moment as potentially a move that delivers his best first finish of the season. And you know what? It's not that bad with him running right now, still in sixth. And here's the thing, in IndyCar, running full wheels over that one line like that, you can't do that. That's a safe part of the track. You're allowed to use that runoff as much as you wish. So, right there. Whether you got a necessity or exception. Great stuff down there. Jack, what do you got for us?
Yeah, the number 5 of Contrary Will, I actually wasn't expecting him to stop. I managed to talk to Nick Schneider, the strategist, and just said, what's the thought process here? And they saw how quickly the soft tyre activated. They want to give Pato every opportunity, and from where he was, they didn't think they could do it purely just on speed, so they're going to roll the dice on strategy. Georgia.
And right now, fairly quiet for rookie and Olsen or Louis Foster. They did say that they know that the Prix have a higher top of speed than has been all words of encouragement to Louis Foster saying for the bridge.
Jojo in P2. Now, a bunch of drivers did come in last time. I believe top up on field, including some of the drivers who were already coming to top up on field, just putting themselves into a better position. So when you go back to the restart, the one driver who won't be in a great position is number 18. This is Kirkwood, so his speed limit now, 50 mile an hour. The 18 on his VK. So before they got to the restart line and essentially to the back. We've got to think back to Detroit when Will Power stepped out. Kirkwood threw a couple of runners in practice. And what Power was presenting with Kirkwood, I don't think Power cares at all about any driver that goes forward and wins races. He needs to produce a result to keep his glorious IndyCar racing career going. He doesn't have a contract for next year. So it seems like he's going on with this guy. He is a phenomenal guy. His conversations with him. Let's not forget, Will Power picks up the physically. Power back with around 3-4 quarters in Detroit just a couple of weeks ago. They previous between these two. I would have said that, but it doesn't really work. Yeah, so if your accent is vocabulary, it's amazing. So let's watch what happens here with McLaughlin, Foster, and Lundgaard, and Alex Palou. I think Palou is the one with pace right now. I think you might be right. I don't know if hard tires are up to speed, but you got to give Louis Foster credit. He did well on that last restart. Now he's in the Kaplan sequence. He's won straights. He's made a big toe. That pole
Here we go. Back to green. Here we go. 7 laps complete.
And Alex Below sitting there in fourth enters contact with Melvin Siegel and Callum Isle turn 3. That's incredibly close between those two, but Isle maintains the position on board courtesy of NTT and off the path. Looks like Christian Rasmussen having a look at now. The logos for the Bond gun. Oh, Alex Below going and breaking through, and now Will Power's going to have a chance.
Oh,
Play on again with the throttle. Rosenquist by on board with Pride in front of Will Power now. You're looking at the back, it's below. Through turn 7 here, remember on the first lap of the restart, push to pass is not active. As a boost up to about 60 extra horsepower, you get 200 seconds to down to Erickson. Taking a move on Rasmussen.
ooh.
And Erickson comes trying to lay through. Sometime that's going to go forward. Just coming into the cut. Ward, who put it off strategy there for brand new soft biosols, looking to put that fresh sticky rubber to good use right now. Again, winning here, it's about pace. If you ride on board thanks to Arrow, Ward has pace. He looks to the outside, looks to the inside. Which way is he going to go? That's a massive basic bucket on that. Power, man, no power. What's so tough around here is a Ward claims no power coming out of the back of that number 5 machine. But the back straight isn't straight. You kind of read when you follow the natural curve of the ground here.
Okay, it looks like we can get through this lap clean without any issues.
Trying to get Foster. Got a great run. He goes way to the inside. Foster trying to advance. But there's no way to stop it. Christian Lundgaard was advancing into second place.
Lundgaard the second. Okay.
Aggressive at the start of this race. The front move from Christian Lundgaard speeds up into second. Foster moves down to third. It's below. All up in his nose. Which include onboards and Christian Lundgaard. That guy had such a strong start to the season. 3 podiums in the first 4 races. Hasn't been back in the top 5 since, Kev. He's looking to try to get back.
Hey, we're 43 minutes into the stream, and it's taking that long to complete 10 laps. Oh well, it's IndyCar. It's a big road course, so.
Socks in that situation he used yesterday along with others a little farther back. Siegel with a tiny move on Christian Rasmussen to take that position, calling him a move up to top. We sit on board with Christian Lundgaard looking back at Louis Foster, who's still holding up in the top 3 on those top tires. And since the restart, Christian Rasmussen has moved up so many spots with what we saw him doing at Gateway last time out on route to his first podium. So keep an eye out on the update. Just look on from Foster from Lundgaard from Foster. Off the low in P4, Willpower behind him. And Turkey. So I'm going to start watching lap times here. Scotty Mack did a 48.5 on his last lap. And then I'll be tracking lap times of Alex Below. And so on that harder tire, McLaughlin comes across the line, goes 48.2. Lundgaard 47.9. And Alex Below 48.1. So we're going to get to the possible laps where the flat tire is stronger towards the end of this first stint. Below not quite close enough to make the move on Louis Foster. Vince coming just sets his going in that red and white Solo Cup Honda new livery for this weekend for the championship leader, shaping him up. On the button, Foster tries to defend, but he might have enough speed to clear him on the brake zone. If he can put chicken into 5, the ball sets him off. He can give it a nose to the inside.
Ooh, Foster.
Very cleverly. That's an important place.
Oh, crash! Stingray Rob. Damn, 77. Dang, he wrecked. Ouch.
Interesting to see what led up to that. I'm not in contact with somebody apologizing to the team. It was in a fight with Scott Dixon and Beverly Francesco. So
Oh,
Tremendous amount of impact. Malukas was saving a little fuel and got surprised there. It's a little bit like what happened with, well, wasn't Malukas, that was Arthur Armstrong. I wonder if it's a bit like what happened with Malukas on the start, losing the back of the car. It's an awfully fast place to lose control. Almost 190 miles an hour as he driven under the I think Lucas went it a little earlier than I was expecting, in the combination of turning to avoid the four while on the brakes and upset the back of the car. I think it was Armstrong. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, but then remember what we learned on Friday at practice is the drivers were manually trying to also recharge hybrid on the straight before the brake zone into that little crusty moment. But either way, something horribly mistimed in the exchange there, and good to see Stingray able to climb out. So back on the caution here at Road America, it has been a frantic start to the XPEL Grand Prix. Pit road is open, but with only 11 laps gone, do you think it's too early? It makes your first one to jump off those slots in particular. It's really tough. You really want to get to lap 14 to be able to make it, but I think you'll see some gamblers because we've had what, 3 cautions already? This is historically not a high caution race and only 11 laps in, so that's the gamble you start to take. And hey, guys, it's driving crazy. If we're short on gas, maybe we'll get lucky based on how things are trending. But at the same time, for lap 11, 6 of those have been under caution already. So I'd be surprised if we saw the leaders coming in. Certainly some drivers maybe wanting to go off strategy, trying to do something different in the cars in front of you. But you're already saving fuel and saving time rather than caution. And all this does is it opens up your windows later in the race. But I mean, Tito, you talk about managing the hybrid system, managing the tools in the car. You've got to remember, these race cars are so complex. You're driving them on the absolute limit, almost 200 miles an hour, while managing all these different things. It's like trying to juggle flaming chainsaws while doing your taxes at 200 miles an hour. It's so complicated. With a phone call with your accountant going on at the same time. Because your strategist is in your ear, your spotter might be in your ear with information. It is sensory overload at times. And now the race on pit lane. So Kyler's coming in, McLaughlin's coming in, the Lowe's going to come in, so too Parker. Taking a look at the crews down there. So the leader will be in next time around. That's the answer to the question right there. This is why I don't call strategy, guys. Why I'm up here with you two. McLaughlin started on fresh socks. Below, started in the primary. So it doesn't seem to matter what tire you started on. Take the opportunity now. And 11 laps is not a full stint on fuel, and James Stu pointed out 1 lap on caution. What does that mean for this pit stop? It is not a pro fill. The tanks probably have a third of the fuel already in there. That puts a huge premium on pit stop performance. Where does that advantage fall? Team Penske. So look for McLaughlin, Power, and Joseph Newgard.
pit stop.
Everybody in, and who will lead when they all come out? It's one of the guys who stopped first, stopped earliest. Started 25th, Scott Dixon, Georgia Kelly.
Olympic Foster started first in the 3rd position by the time he makes it to his crew. They asked if he wanted to make a front win. He said no, but they are going to change the primary black tires. Jack Harvey.
Is about to hit his marks here. They're getting a set of the hard tire, brand new hard tires ready. They've got big changes in the sky either. He'll look like a super short little getaway. Christian Lundgaard also pitted from 2nd. Kyle Kirkwood did from 6th as well. Solid stuff. Lundgaard went to set on the hards. Remember, he's still got another sticker set to use later on.
Critically, in all of this, Lundgaard has got out ahead of Scott McLaughlin. There is Lundgaard, there is McLaughlin, behind him Power and Newgarden. Penske into the ascendancy, but Lundgaard ahead of them all.
Your mental health is better, but having uncontrollable body odors called TD, total dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TB with impressive.
Number one prescribed Ingrezza is clinically proven to treat TB, quickly reducing TB movements by greater than 5 times at 2 weeks. 98% of people were still satisfied with Ingrezza after 2 years, and you can keep taking those mental health meds.
Aggressive anti-depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed or sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Contain aggressive allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions that suddenly potentially fatal swallowing pilot, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble keeping with balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
What's that? Ron, Phil, and TJ. The biggest names in the game are playing at Willis Golf Dallas. Friday at 2 Eastern or Saturday at 3:30 Eastern on Fox.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
Many things change as we get older. But your McDonald's breakfast order? No. You don't change perfection.
Be a McDonald's breakfast person and start your morning with a $7 big breakfast with hotcakes, complete with an English muffin, sausage, scrambled eggs, and hash browns. Save time and order ahead in the app.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple. We're human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovation that amplifies healing and leads to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
Fox 40 Plus, available now on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.
Cars on the track. Inside three is where it's at.
I got my quick on my way. I'd agree with that sentiment. Nothing like this great circuit on Earth. It is absolutely incredible. Welcome back to the NTT IndyCar Series live from Road America on Fox. Scott Dixon leads. Scott Pato, our board, Alexander Rossi, and Kipton Simpson. How's that happened? Because those guys in the first stop under caution. Now everybody has stopped under the most recent caution. And within those stops, Christian Lundgaard managed to get ahead of the Penske trio of McLaughlin, Power, and Newgarden. They now sit Lundgaard managed to drop the 10 from Power, Newgarden, 11, with 6:13, with below just behind it in 14th. But it was Scott Dixon who leads on the stop time. Dixon started waiting on the place because the penalty long line. So this car is fast. It's not that he deserved to start there, but my calculator in the head is kind of knocked down like, okay, how's he going to make this work? Fix it. I'll make it work. I mean, somehow they'll try to find a way here, but this guy's done it so many times before. One thing's for sure, it will be Dixon leading the field. And Pato O'Ward was awfully aggressive after stopping early as well. So let's just finish driver 8, the NTT.
All right, here we go. We're back to green.
Rossi defends to the inside. BK also looking very aggressive in terms of defensive meters on blue guard. Now he gets up, pulls up, is a draw. McLaughlin was going, but he doesn't want to lose touch with the number 7.
Also, rookie Jacob Abel's also up there. Connor Daly, Kevin Simpson.
Scott McLaughlin, 2 wheels on the ground, goes back as BK should be able to take that position back again. As Newgarden comes on the pressure from below, tries to duck out of it. This is where it's so crucial as the 3 McLaughlin has to go right through the dirt. BK goes by, now
strategy where Newgard now leads McLaughlin and Power right here. Boy, Team Penske did a great job on that round of pit stops to get Power forward. Also, Joseph Newgard. A team run in the NTT IndyCar Series, unlike in many other vehicles. Oh, this! 180 miles an hour off for Power as Newgard gets by and there's no contact from the back with Cripwood. I'm going to let come inside of one pile of shoved in his outbox. It's a natural off time. How about that, no Power? Here's the problem, guys. Now he's small time thinking because below got around the 27. That's the guy he needs to beat. Power deserved that look out there. Kirkwood getting his revenge, but it's a net loss for Kirkwood because now Palo's back in front. But I think Kyle Kirkwood said, I don't want any part of this guy anymore. If I push him wide, he'll lose position. Colton Herta now charging forward on Louis Foster. And Rosenquist looking to go with it. Sitting on board. Courtesy of Gainbridge up on the inside of one of Louis Foster, and Foster tucks back in ahead of Rosenquist. Herta on those softer tires. Foster on the harder tires, so it makes sense he's got that pace advantage. On the first lap of his restart, push to pass, now active. A lot of drivers throwing the button right now, down to 5. Foster looking to make a move back. Carl Tucker has been right on board with Rosenquist. Courtesy of Sirius XM. And you know what? BK and McLaughlin still going at it. How about BK keep mixing it up here with Woodard and McLaughlin? It's totally comfortable. Elbows out, fighting some of the very best. As I think McLaughlin is looking to make a move now on BK. This on board with Christian Lundgaard thanks to Mission Foods as he grabs gears up past 130 miles an hour through the carousel. When you've got cars in front of you that close, like Lundgaard has in the wake of Connor Daly, you lose so much downforce, so much grip with the cars. You gotta manage your throttle, manage the tires a little bit more. Lundgaard doing a great job kind of balancing it there. Action all the way through the field right now. And this is what's stopping early. Under that early collision of done for these drivers. Dixon qualified 25th. DK qualified down in 22nd. They're not out of position. And Carlos Walker leaders from coming forward. And this is the legitimate fight now for the race win, with the ultimate strategy being employed by these guys here. George down on pit lane. It's Gimmer Rock.
It's very happy with Is there anything differently you felt like you could have done there?
I mean, I'm going to take a look at it, go watch the replay. I think we're on ultimate for charge department. We have to go fuel safe from where we were in the race in the end. So I saw Marcus was on blacks, and I don't know if he was fuel safe or not, but we had a great run on the turn 3. I would send him a pass. I don't know what I need to do there. So I'll go back and take a look. I can learn something, but that's not a good way to end our day. I know. So I think that everyone's being aggressive today, and that's just how it can be.
Oh, so I see you change your name to Rio Salada. Oh, okay.
I'd say Lundgaard's on the primary strategy along with McLaughlin. We have the other guys now on the other side. It's Palou and Newgard. Newgard with the advantage. Take a look back at Kirkwood repaying more power for that.
There you go. Gonna ride Metrolink. Oh, nice. Hope it's a good one.
And up top, McLaughlin is trying to get his way through David Abel. And Alex Palou will go to the back with Joseph Newgard running up the sweepers. And back to turn 14. Palou wants to get past Newgard and bring to a victory win once again. This is a track on which Penske have been so strong in history. Newgard has 2 wins to his name. Palou 2 wins to his name. Has the inside line, has the run. Will Abel get in the way? It's what Newgard moves up and gets ahead and holds that position. But now Palou to the inside, little pass across. Wow, that's aggression from Palou. I didn't expect, James. That was a dicey move. 3 wide to the inside as we take a look back at the 2 drivers battling, Newgard and Palou. This from the XPEL Chevy of McLaughlin. Now the PPG car of Newgard. Watching Paul. Paul's looked so strong on the hard compound tire today. He really has. And he's being aggressive.
So crossing
He's already been in
his
Four situations that
or
really
signal
made it terrible
replacement.
for him, and he's come out the other side of anything. He's picking up positions from other drivers being aggressive, being rowdy, and creating opportunities for him. So he's being very heads up. But he knows he's got to have a good result here and kind of get that point train going down the track in the right direction after an average of 16.5 in the last 2 races. That's a good finishing position. That's ranked 5 of the first 6. So it's coming to Will Powell. Will Powell, that was been on the radio.
Working on that.
Yes, he's really not like the other way. Cool story, Will. It looks like that game is really what you were earlier, man. Maybe it's scoring as well. Yeah, 61 confidence with the other. Then it goes, let's go racing, yeah. It's July on Tracy with Road America. Dixon leads on one strategy, Lithgow leads on the other. As always in the NTT IndyCar series, it couldn't be closer. We're back to Road America.
Excitement comes standard with the Honda Accord, and so does a turbocharged engine. Sophisticated, high-tech, style enhances functionality. Stand out with the Honda Accord. From Honda, the most awarded brand in Car Driver 10 Best history. Honda, proud partner of the NTT IndyCar series.
You need hard-working tires for a hard-earned victory. Firestone tires for driving IndyCar legends. For pushing the limits and pulling it off. For turns 1 to 4 and handling your 9 to 5. Whatever you drive, drive a Firestone.
The DQ Soft and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo. Layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Soft and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket. Get yours now only at DQ.
In the off-season, I'm a maid in love. Now I have relaxed fit hands-free Sketcher slippers. No bending down, no touching. I kind of love not using my hands.
What I did.
I'm out the game. Try relaxed fit Sketcher slippers.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. I love you more. More reasons to share. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart at straighttalk.com. Moving this summer? Move with Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, they'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com today.
Bush Guy, cold and smooth slider series. If you encounter one wheel, chances are there's a path nearby. Fortunately, the same applies to beer. Head for the mountains of
The road 2026 continues tonight with the Gold Cup, with the Stars and Stripes face off against Haiti. No easy path, no second chances. Coverage begins tonight at 6 Eastern on Fox. While we were away, Alex Malone put the moves behind Scott McLaughlin. Absolutely wonderful move. We saw, though, earlier than that, Joseph Newgarden and his teammate McLaughlin going wheel to wheel, side by side. And Joseph taking it just a little bit too wide, a bit of fun and a bit of damage. And this is what set Muller up to make that move. He got Joseph here and was right on the gearbox of the 3. But this is how it all started. Joseph is way long on the brakes. Scott mounted him up.
And Newgard has to Ballhorse trying back onto the track, and it just hands Alex below an easy position and get another look at the teammates battling. And then later on, going to the Canada corner below with a brilliantly executed move.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Below's just picking up spots from other drivers being too aggressive and not executing passes. It's a brilliant move from him. And now we see Newgard has gotten around the block. Like you got the tire advantage right now because Newgard's on those softs, the block was on the hards.
And I believe Below just got around Regis VK as well. As up front, Scott Dixon working a special strategy, Kev. What do you know? So he obviously pitted earlier than those that just came in, led by Christian Lugard in 7th on lap 11. Remember, from the back, he started 25th. He came in on lap 2, we think around 22 or 23, so not far away. So that's not good enough. He's going to need caution to be able to get it done in one more stop after that. The rest are hoping to get to about 27 or so, and they may be able to get it done on 2 more stops and have a better opportunity than Dixon.
That's nice stuff, Kev. You were saying earlier, watching the number 2, 3, and the 12 go wheel to wheel, maybe watching it asking their teammates, how are they being so aggressive with each other? In IndyCar, yes, you can be teammates, you're really driving for the same team. If you have your own strategy, if you have your own pit crew, everything you do, essentially, even though you go through the team, is of an individual nature. You are driving for yourself, not just for your team. Great to see. The wheel by wheel is Pato O'Rourke jumps in the P2 of this race. Interesting, he jumped in first, considering he had hit later than Dixon, so Dixon really making that fuel work.
But he's kind of in no-man's zone as the Aero team comes to the pits to throw tires and fuel for Dixon. He's going to make it to lap 27, I think, on this skip to be able to make it the rest of the way with just one more stop.
Let's see if he can. And for Dixon, that's going to be tough. Jack Hartley down there. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, the managed to get to the start just again. He said that Pato was really happy with the start. I'm not sure if that much realized that I'm taking some up, but the key message was just push.
Okay, now I don't feel so bad.
Oh.
Anything can change, and it's always up in the air. But anything changing, Louis Foster dropping now behind number 2, but a top save ahead as up on the inside. I'll be the road with Santino Ferrucci. The great crowd take Santino Ferrucci so far. He's up to 17.
And if you recognize the pace being a little different this time from Santino Ferrucci, it's because longtime supporter Marlene Sexton passed away. She was one of the most generous people they've ever encountered in all their years of racing. That is a tribute to this team for Marlene Sexton, a sponsor, longtime sponsor of the team, also an IMS Museum board member. On board here with Rosenquist next to Sirius XM. City and stay flat with critical traffic ahead.
Just a little green of it. Call that driver flat. Basically flat. Looks floaty underneath of the road. It's under there. The winner here in the past feels for progressive one career win came here back in 2020.
Oh, Dixon does jump in. Not 21. Yeah, Romo leading the race, and Rossi will go with it. It's just no man's land on strategy right now. They need a lot of caution for things to work out for Dixon, but they started the back, so why not gamble? That's exactly the case, and what they do have as an advantage, they're putting on another new set of sauce. They have one more to go, but they're going to need yellow to be able to make this work out, Jack. And Jason Greenard, and I think coming in here from an unexpected stop. Maybe he was reporting that he was seeing something wrong with those tires. Maybe there was a small leak. He's going to put on a set of the brand new hard tire compounds. Otherwise, he's progressed very well through the race. He's heading back down pit lane.
That's a desperately early stop that you got.
Yeah, it really is. That puts him also in no man's land along with David Lucas hitting right now. So how long can Floyd hang on? Because Simpson becomes the leader, but he also last pitted on lap 5 and should be coming in maybe even this lap.
And Simpson, after stretching his legs, his teammates, Alex below behind him, Simpson will up to his shoe come in and hit this lap.
And he's on a similar strategy to his teammates, but I saw these two at ice cream last night, and I thought to myself, give him smart. Shadow, your 3-time champion teammate who's crushing it. Learn everything you hang out all day in the 76.
Oh.
Not been a good day for Tyler Daly as he goes speeding off into the gravel trap in turn 5. And
He is stuck, and what does that mean caution-wise? That's what it means. Full force caution. It's the guys that just hit. We see what happened. They were just
Yeah, he overshot.
We put on Kirkwood earlier. In this case, Connor had a gravel trap to beat him, and there's just no way to get unstuck. So Daly in the barriers, and we are back on the caution.
Yep, caution's out.
And I said, Saturday. No one's here, right? Are you getting this? So if he wants to get
Water doesn't have to be boring. Turn it up with Circle.
What Costco did you go to?
We didn't go to any Costco.
Yeah.
We didn't go to any Costco lately.
Lately?
We did not go to any Costco
Yeah,
lately.
but what did your mama brought some container?
Yeah.
Where that thing come from then?
What container?
Just a container like this. Where did you buy those?
You got them from somewhere else. I
What
forgot.
you were on sale here in Costco here?
How should I wash my dress? You should use a delicate cold cycle.
I thought of buying a smaller one so I can get that one here in the
Can I put it
kitchen.
in the dryer? The icon on the tag says
Even
no.
it's so big.
And then if I ask, can I just say daytime?
To put under things, your things.
Sarah Benzino. Brandon Cole.
Yeah, it's good to look at like this, nothing on the floor. So you can see what's underneath. I don't know what on the floor. That's all in back. I don't pick my head, but it's stuck there. I don't know what that
Or
is.
we can look at some investment options for you.
What's reps? The right money moves artists.
I'm sure I bring your shoes in.
At Mothers, we're driven by the same passions you are, fueled by more than 50 years of purpose and innovation. We're driven by the details, the finish, the shine, the personal style. We're driven by the epic adventures and the simple joys. We're driven to struggle with you, to reveal the prestige, because no matter what we drive, it drives us. We're driven to give it that mother's love.
This is a meal. Melty, cheesy, flaky, toasty. Lunch just got croissant-tastic. Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It just meals good after the name.
Dude, what are you doing?
It's a long day.
Protecting my car. That's too much work. WeatherTech is so much easier. Laser metric floor liners up here, seat protector and cargo liner back there. Nice. Out here, side window deflectors. And on left, and off step. Keep the bumper down. Cool. It's the best protection for your vehicle. New or pre-owned. Great. Book one order. WeatherTech.com.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all in motor racing, a car has developed a tail. Welcome back to the XPEL Grand Prix at Road America, live on Fox. That is not a tailing. The amazing NR safety crew were able to get Connor out of the gravel trap. Connor didn't realise that they hadn't disconnected the tow rope, and he's made it back out on track.
The leaderboard is stuck.
Now the pits are open, now everyone's in, Jack.
Yeah, they're on the setup for one period already. He's taking up the Sunshine X, going to the hard Sunday car. This feels just like a classic Alex Below drive right now.
McLaughlin service to go on with 100% renewable shell fuel. Belows out at the lead. Grable is out ahead of Power, ahead of McLaughlin. There is Kipton Simpson, then it's Herter, then it's VK, behind them looks like no Siegel. Power out for Red Hall, Leonard pit stop for Red Hall.
Reaction.
That was pretty cool. A lot of motivation, better than Hendrickson. I mean, they're up, what, 6 spots with that stop? That was brilliant for a team.
Marjorie's
When you
Twitter
show so
troops
much pace
can't
this
stop
weekend,
rap.
coming
Jasmine
off of
Crockett
two very
wins
difficult
this
races in
in a
Detroit
Twitch
and
scrutiny
St. Louis.
reality TV. Marjorie Taylor Greene's supporters found themselves in fits of laughter during a
He's lived his entire summer, all of his life racing here so many times, for so many years. His father raced here in North America back in the 80s. Now Rahal with a chance to get on that lead strategy with the leaders. Kevin, why did Christian Lundgaard stay out? Well, there was a debate by quite a few. Some had tires over the wall, took them back at the last moment, because coming in now doesn't get you home automatically on one more stop. You're going to need more caution to do that. So what they're hoping for at this point, Christian Lundgaard, Kyle Kirkwood, Felix Rosenquist, is that it stays green the rest of the time, and everybody needs 2 more stops, or something else here to happen. Yeah, but Christian Lundgaard here is going to have to stop after maybe 2 laps of the restart as well. If he has to do that on Prix, he'll go all the way to the back of this field. So things are very mixed strategy-wise. We'll have to see how it plays out as we get closer to the final stop of the day. So it's something that it feels like again, and we also hope to back up to full with Armstrong, Tyler, and Dixon, who was full of stuff. Very interesting to hold to that ultimate strategy. Really, it's only the top 6 now who find themselves in a position where if they stretch to 27 to do this with 1 more stop. Lundgaard leads the field. Kirkwood behind it goes for 3 wins in a row. The Boston wins on the right down to turn one. Lundgaard goes to the back of the car with the win today.
You go back to me.
Side-by-side action further back in the field. Everyone playing nice. Rossi now has to defend against a warning behind chaos. Mayhem behind. Coach Hudson holds it up, so too Marcus Erickson. And it's got Rahal. Rahal way back. What happened again after that brilliant pit stop? They gave up so many places. The Hendrickson machine has fallen back. Does it keep going? Put it inside again. This time on David Malukas. As I head ahead now, into the car, I think about war. But there's the way to go. Lundgaard from Germany, from Foster, Dixon, Charlie Colorado. This is a mess that we just saw at the back of the field. David Speedcase in the back of Rahal, Roberto forced to go wide to avoid the accident. Brandon's going to be furious about that. And it probably will lead to a penalty for Rita Speedcase. We might have to start with Rahal gets kicked and crossed up and then have to defend. Now coming through. 6 of those calls. So it's coming over. Right here in the red zone, you're going to get a shot to Rita Speedcase. Watch this. Oh, he's here. He almost died. This is the replay from Colton Hudson. Just got nowhere to go, a lot of momentum, but no space to put that number 26, and then once Grant gets hit, nothing Colton can do. Force that line. That's an uncomfortable line getting back on the track. Rossi having a look at Dixon. Oh boy, that was close. Rossi all over the apex turn. Dixon's so smart to leave him room and not allow the contact to take Dixon out. He's the leader on the ultimate strategy. Rossi having got ahead. Oh, boy, almost goes, but Newgarden finds a way past the two-time champion. And then slow up through 6. Let Newgarden close up and make the run down into turn 8. The battle of mid-pack has been insane today. It's just send after send after send. The drivers, for the most part, leaving the room. Now Rosenquist.
make the move there on Connor Daly. He's a lap down. He has gone rid of the run on the back of the car now. Replace that front wing. It's Andy going to lap down. Kirkwood's going to be kicking himself for not making that turn one pass stick. That through the air game up front would have been so nice right now. But now Lucar has that advantage. He just sort of controlled the pace. They've got to stop here soon. Lucar and Kirkwood. Rose is placed to all the drivers that last came on lap 11 around the Washington. Lucar continues to battle with Rossi. Here comes one here twice. Rossi twice here once. Loves this track. Still got to close the toe as Heinze comes under pressure. From Rasmussen. Feels a little strategy as Rossi you go again. Go on to win again after taking the rumble through from the exit of 5 and the Lucas wants it and they take that advantage for Rossi. A toss up on the inside of 6. Rossi tries to hang around the outside of 6. Lucas gets the spot and now it allows Lieutenant Cologne to get up the gearbox of Rossi. He's having an effect now in the turn 8. And he's so frantic and manic in the mid-pack right now. This is great racing, guys. Cologne, who's headed under caution. The question mark is, how far can Lundgaard and Kirkwood, Rosen with the Prospect, actually stretch this thing? Can they do it to the point of 20 seconds to go? Can they make one of the top work? Can the guys who start a little early, will they get the position that they need to make their strategy work? They look back at Rossi, Lundgaard. Wow, that was tight. Lundgaard breaks deep, pushes Rossi wide, and then the two of them off-road acceleration battle there to try to get the speed up the hill. Rossi in front of the winner here. Something on weekend long made some big changes to the car overnight in warm-up. Thought he was in a much better place. If you see one of the players is in that.
It's Christian Lundgaard, so he does get to 27. Felix Rosenquist is also going to peel in right in front of him from third. So I think these two cars can get
Lundgaard
one more stop. What they're hoping
and
for
Kirkwood
is
can't
it's
go all the
the
way.
rest of the way, and everyone else might have to stop before Kirkwood should be in the next lap.
Keep an eye on that. Yeah, about 14 laps. Max run on a stick. Maybe 15 if you're really stretching it. So 28 to go. Should be in the window to make it on one more. But like Kevin said, we'll have to see what Dixon, Lundgaard, some of the guys that opted to stop on that last launch and how they play the strategy. Acosta's out ahead of O'Gorn, who had stopped on the lap before, but O'Gorn is off the stop tire. And again, his teammate was a teammate as the quadrant. Leads around to the mirrors of Will Powell. Looking back on Columbus Drive, Kyle Thursday horizon. And this is what it's great about this series. Every lap, fully safe. Not at all. I haven't seen any evidence of that. It was a fast guys win racetrack, and I love it for that. As Power continues to hold up.
Whoa. Power went for a slide.
So the car should be okay. I didn't see anything that would suggest he's going to have any damage. So pretty big loss there, but not as much as if he would have squandered the inside wall. Kirkwood is in. Let's see how this stop brings him out and where it brings him out physically in relation to Lundgaard. Kevin.
And he gets him a little more advantages because he went one lap round and he goes on that same strategy. He's going to set a few shots from this lap here.
Okay, here we go. Kirkwood runs away from his spot. Where is Lundgaard? He can come out the right, and he is coming. Lundgaard will maintain the advantage. What's Rosen Lundgaard?
Oh, wow.
Rosenquist files in behind. Kirkwood gets out quickly. Rosenquist on hot tires. Kirkwood's still got to get those Firestones up to temperature. He's going to be massively vulnerable down into turn 5 here. But once he gets a good launch off the 3, On the push to pass, both drivers come down. There's going to be a defense move here. Rosenquist lining him up. It's on the run down into one of the hardest braking zones on the lap. Around the outside.
The outside, and he clears it.
Very, very nice move. Mighty move from Rosenquist.
All right, we are halfway through this race now.
He released to try to chase down, pushing him down. It'll take about another half a lap for Tom Kirkwood's pressures to fully come on, but if he can hang in the toe with Rosenquist, this could be our podium contenders right here on this strategy. Woodgard, Rosenquist, and Kirkwood. Beautiful racing at a beautiful track. Both hours have an eventful day so far. Maybe we'll continue it.
It's Alex. That means your hair, your man's smile, granddad's sense of humor, dad's information, and your mom's work ethic. We all inherit things from our families. But what many of us don't, the wealth needed to buy our first home. Progressive wants to help, so we created a down payment assistance program for first-generation homebuyers. Visit progressive.com/open house to learn more.
So if you're looking for a driver,
Wait. Now.
Anything else, Professor?
Try fast. F1 the movie. Rated PG-13. In theaters and IMAX. Friday.
You already have a break time. Okay.
good thing Dash Pass saves you money on DoorDash, so you can skip the trip to the grocery store and focus on what really needs saving. Your sanity. With savings on groceries, you can afford to give yourself a pass. Dash Pass by DoorDash. Your door to more savings.
Moving this summer? Pods is the most awarded container moving company. Pods brings the container to you. Then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center. And you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com.
We asked Howie Mandel to describe new hands-free cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. They're like little soft puff jackets for your feet. These are like cozy little slippers for the street. Introducing new hands-free cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. Ultra comfortable sneakers you just step into with no bending down or touching.
We're Tire Rack. We test tires to provide you with truth, transparency, and unbiased recommendations. We stock over 1 million tires to ensure we have what you need. We're Tire Rack. We work hard to ship your tires fast and free. We offer convenient installation options to keep you moving forward. We do all this for one reason. Tires matter. TireRack.com, official partner of Team Penske.
As long as probably forever there's only been one Frosty. Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of loose swirls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's kind of genius, actually. For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's.
The first team challenge and Mother Nature shows up. The heavens of open. Oh my God, all new Master Chef. Wednesday on Fox.
What?
We're back into the second race in a row. It looks like Joseph Newgarden's day is done. This one entirely self-inflicted. Turn 14 has been catching people out all the way through this weekend. But here on the he skipped up the position, just raising his hands out of the car.
Yeah, just cool himself down, but this is just flat losing it wide in turn 14, that left rear, dropping off that paved exit section. And I thought he would be okay until he got into the tires there and hit quite a bit harder than expected. A lot of water sitting over there too, to the left rear, broken toe link, broken rear wing, suspension completely gone.
When we talked about how turn 14 had been a challenge all weekend long, this was one of the things we've seen. You get wide, the car somehow bottoms out over the curb, and if you're already kind of catching a bit of a loose moment, you can just send it around, and unfortunately all the way to the wall. The two crew trying to go at it, trying to replace the container suspension. You just look at some of the issues that UGARD has had. Seatbelt, Long Beach, fuel pump on the way to a strong result at Indy. Leading in St. Louis, collected in Foster's crash, just going from bad to worse. If he returns, the race will be his fifth DNF in the last 12 races. Wow. Worst stretch with Penske. And his worst stretch since 2018. But this was a weekend when it could have all come back Penske's way. They looked fast. They knocked out the podium this time last year. You've seen Power spin under his own steam. Newgarden now spin under his own steam. Penske's season, well, it doesn't go from bad to worse. It stays as bad as it has been. A truly horrible season for Penske.
5 cautions already. Another thing you'll probably notice, folks, is that the leaderboard is stuck.
Well, remember when I said he needs it to stay green the rest of the way? Let's see what the team thinks after this caution that just came out.
Caution didn't help there, but I think we're going to be okay on this. There's a lot of strategies in play. You're currently P16. If they're open, we stay out. Stay out.
So they needed it to stay green. This helps others, especially those who stopped at 23, led by Alex Palou. I think they're going to get it done on one more stop. And Dixon and Rossi now have a chance, but they might need one more caution. I don't think they're pitting here.
And listen to the coast. Let's go, Dixon. As always, looking after his fuel. The master, the absolute master. And I would suggest that Scott Dixon might wait and come in with you said there again. And then it's still marginal on what they're trying to accomplish here. But certainly this helps those drivers. It hurts the, say, the 27 cars that were on that program. Jordan, what's happening in pit lane?
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on Santino. He started 18th of the 600.
Hello, Zach. Welcome to the stream.
That makes him stand out is he has a brand new set of red tires. So they are going to put one time, but after that, they're going to put those red tires on there. This has to be a good pit stop for them. Though they've had the pit stop previously, but Santino stalled the last time when he came here. So this has to be good. They're going to put those red tires on and help this team.
Thanks, Bob. As always, strategies converging. The final stanza of the race, we're a long way from that yet. 24 laps remain.
Going back to green now.
All right, we're going back to green. Here we go.
Controls revealed. With Alexander Rossi and Alex Palou behind him.
Here we go.
He takes it back to green and a much better start for him this time. Rossi with Palou all over him. Now what you want to see in your rearview mirror, defending champion and championship leader Palou. But he's not done. Here we go. That's Marucci with the future there on Indy 6. That was great. Big move from Marucci to turn up. As Kurt would come under pressure. Oh, that's Harrison, my apologies. From Lundgaard. And Lundgaard is under pressure from Rosenquist. Keep your eyes on the back of the field. The orange and black car ducks out to get from the inside.
Can't stop laughing. Jasmine Crockett living this in a twist worthy of reality TV. Marjorie Taylor Greene supporters found themselves in fits of laughter during the latest compression of Cadillac Farm. The showdown with Jasmine Crockett and Crockett qualifying a bleach blonde leaving her supporters in tears and laughter. Expecting her troops to defend her, Greene was shocked to find them too busy laughing and staring at the counterattack. Desperate, Greene urged them to flood Twitter with support, but one supporter stood.
Guys, I just love how this track is racing today. Even when someone gets it one stop the inside, one into 5, into 8, you can roll the outside, you can go side by side, and still carry that momentum, make it a proper battle. And we're seeing it in every corner.
I have some exciting news. Jason Conway, CEO of National Gospel Mission, and this
large
Yes, the
retailer
entire
in
fans coming into this
to
race with two new
limit
sets.
residing over the House of
One of the
Representatives
only guys in
yesterday,
the top six that have
and
that.
she made an attempt to quiet the
I
chamber
still don't
by
know how all these
calling
guys
for
get to
decorum.
Rossi, Paloma, Blockland,
Does any other member
Blue
league
Shoe. How
That's
are
right.
they going to
Hi.
make it? The lap, 14 laps to go. They have another 8 to run here.
And I would like that to take down.
Probably in pretty good shape. You have a
That
great
is
move from
absolutely
Grant Rahal, just
unacceptable. How
running
dare you?
outside pull her into turn one. Grant is racing today, while all their positions down there in turn 5 on that restart, but he is having a heck of a drive right now. And the details of the lap tell you the story. They need 8 laps until that next stop. They can ready for that. For 11 or 13, and they make it work.
Moving this summer? Move with Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com today.
Today, we accomplished that.
Cowboy possibly.
And it was kind of everything. Nice and trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. I love you. More reasons to share. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
To find your way, sometimes you have to pave it yourself.
All right, 20 to go.
Your own path. Grit, determination. Introducing the most capable CRVs ever.
Is that the
Honda, proud partner of the NTT IndyCar series.
All right, the leaderboard finally refreshed itself.
Saturday night, you could be watching baseball, but guess what, buddy? You're stuck here, wondering if Williams understanding of crypto is as deep as his feet. Or listening to Susan talk about her dog's gluten allergy. This is definitely not the game that you had in mind. No, Saturdays for this. Big stars, edge of your seat action, and zero conversations about manifesting success. This Saturday night, baseball night. Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
We are back.
This
And
Prix
they have been
took
come
a
back.
seat at Nancy
That is
Pelosi's
just
desk.
Lugard.
He's a mail
You also
over
saw
desk.
Calacato was going off by
MAGA
I do not know
Yeah,
what's
that.
happening because he was behind the trees.
Well, Lundgaard just got fucked out of the win.
These two were running ahead with Herta. Herta side by side with Lugard. There's no contact. Lugard just gets over the bump. Lights it up. And loses it on the way up the hill. That way was perfect. He got on to
Dang.
it. After really Colton Herta.
James looking over and ran into him.
This is a driver. Instead, the vice president took a little dump and fell slippers. If Mickey were vice president and awarded the presidency, didn't
right as the car was bottoming out, there's just nothing you can do. Tanked it, chased it back there, spins up the rear,
release the safety
got into that stopper, and then the yellow coming out. He's just lost so much
Constitution.
and he was one of the leaders on that track.
Which electoral will be counted and which not. And that statement went for about as well as you might have expected. Trump lashed out. Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. Wow, you know what? First, if Kanye and now Pence, very sad. Trump was unfortunately still angry and Mike Pence made a speech that Senator Donald did appearance have Miller as the round at the same time. This siege was strong. Never before have so many people gathered to watch President after almost 2 hours of one day he can be president. He's willing to roll the dice on a silver. Say through violent means, unseen, monitored through the station, and the images should be seared into our collective consciousness for the rest of our lives. So because of that, our show will be a little different tonight. We will talk about Wallace, as well as rapper and activist Mike, break down what happened, what it means going forward. But first, I think it's important, as the first draft of history is being written, that we're all processing what we witnessed, to be as plain spoken and clear eyed as possible what we saw today.
Rossi's pitting.
Legitimately elected government of the United States, and it was incited, directed, and encouraged by the President Donald Trump. One of the few members of the Republican Party right. A violent mob, Trump supporters stormed the Capitol and violently forced their way onto the Senate floor and into the office of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Climbed onto the side of the Capitol where they replaced an American flag with a Trump flag. Carried weapons, violated the law, and they made it clear what they wanted. They broadcasted it to the world. Some shouted, Trump won the election, said advance. Others waved Confederate flags. And their goal was clear, to disrupt and subvert the lawful counting like programs by and as we were all watching the Sunday violence against our democracy and anxiously hoping for a restoration of the order, the President of the United States told the traitors and the mob, we love you, you're very special, I know how you feel. And he does. He knows how they feel because he spent 4 years telling them in great and odious detail how they can be shocked, can't be surprised. The President wanted this, he directed it, he supported it, he incited it, and encouraged it. He told that same crowd just hours earlier that they should never concede, they should show strength and fight. His personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, told the crowd they should have a trial by combat, and for years, the President and his band of seditionists their rapid-based, steady diets, unhinged fantasies, conspiracy theories as a substitute for leadership and governance. People who listen to Donald Trump and the Republican Party and Fox News and all of that, what they were told for years, and what they were told again today, was that their country is being stolen from them in shadowy groups and powerful forces.
Dixon's in.
For them, you should never accept defeat. They should fight. For 2 months, they've been monstrous, inflammatory lies about the election. Now, here we are. Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, and the rest of the Sedition Caucus in the House and Senate voted this on. They're responsible for this. They should wear this shame, this disgrace, the rest of their lives. No one who aided and abetted today's actions should ever be allowed to serve the democracy they so clearly detest. There must be consequences for stoking violence and sedition. Otherwise, we're gonna see it again. And as for Trump, the only way our democracy will survive this harrowing moment is if he's immediately removed from office by either the
How should I
cabinet
wash my
or the
dress?
Congress.
You should use a
and
delicate cold
prosecute.
cycle.
Anything less is
Do I
tacit
just put it
permission
in? Remember to turn it inside out
to
to
use his
protect the
office
sequence.
and his influence
Can I
after
bring
he
in
leaves
a
office
dryer? The
to
icon on the
foment
tag says
sedition.
no. Oh, thank goodness I asked. You just
And if our government fails to act, they'll be assenting to the violent destruction of the democracy they care so much about.
Your car
And
works
it's worth
hard.
noting that while this
It
is the
deserves
first time most of us
more.
face anything like this in our
More
lifetime,
protection,
our country is really
more power.
only been a full
That's
democracy
why
where
Shell
everyone
V-Power
can
Nitro
vote
Plus
for
Premium
about
Gasoline
55 years.
removes up to 100% of
One of the
performance swapping
many
deposits
great
to rejuvenate your engine's
what occurred
performance,
today
giving your car
is
the
that
fuel it
eclipsed
deserves.
historic
A fuel like no other.
shining glimmer of
Shell
hope
V-Power
last
Nitro
night
Plus.
in
More
Georgia.
performance with
There
every
were
drive.
black voters who went to the polls
To
and
Haggerty,
estimated
it's
numbers to
obvious.
exercise a right
One of these
just
cars
55 years ago
is
they
not
did not
like
have.
the others.
They elected
It's
the
harder
first
to
black
operate,
senator to
but
represent the
easier
state,
to enjoy.
and the first black
14's in.
Democrat
But
to
you love
represent
it.
any
And if
southern
something goes
state.
wrong,
They also elected
it's not harder
the
to
Jewish son
replace.
of
It's
immigrant.
not your everyday car.
Doing so
Don't pay more for
also
everyday
helped
interest.
alleviate
Pay a
the
better
violent,
price for better
racist
coverage from Haggerty.
authoritarianism of Trump
Vote today at
that
Haggerty.com.
has never been embraced by a majority of
Push
Americans
guy, golden
and
sweet
rejected by voters
My watch
over
is broken.
and over.
You can tell time by measuring the
We've
sun's
seen violent
distance from the
insurrection
horizon.
in this country before. In 1898, a mob of
Looks
white
like happy
supremacist
hour.
terrorists marched from City
And for the
Hall
mountains.
in Wilmington, North Carolina,
And free
and
sketches
staged
slip-ins now
a
coming
violent
by
coup
Step
to overthrow
That should
the
give you an idea
legitimately
that you can
elected
buy all my favorite sports
biracial
and
local government. Multiracial, pluralistic democracy. Fragile, precious, and requires a vigilant stewardship.
If my AC comes
Anyone
with that agent force,
who
now
downloads
they
the
got
forward
sales
that
force,
product
AI agent with a flag
fullness
issue and
of their
automatically up to grant someone service.
disgrace
What?
Wow, you are moist.
And that must start
This
immediately
magically showed up.
with Donald Trump.
Sir.
We are going to try our best tonight. Promise
Agent
Promise
force
you can come back tomorrow.
manufacturers prevent appliance
Jokes.
compliance. Is what AI
Don't just take classes, take charge. Start your comeback today at
The new DQ summer
If I can find a random person with a gaming setup better than mine, then a prize. Yo, what's up, bro?
Try the new DQ summer blizzard menu because nothing
Of a
says
million
something
people
like
attended
baseball
the
and
parade,
blizzard
and this
treats.
is cool. Everyone in attendance got to try out new Army developed stealth technology that makes you invisible to cameras. There were 250,000 people on that clip. You can't see them, but the Trump administration helpfully provided this official photo to prove they were there. For more on this, it's time for a closer look. Donald Trump
Pelot is in. Felix Rosenquist will now be the leader.
responsible for that policy. For more on this, it's time for a closer look.
And Dixon gets out ahead of Pelot. Dixon gets ahead of the Alexander Rossi, and that's going to be fine. But like Jeff said, 15 to go is long. Last year, 14 was really max range, and that was pre-hybrid. Cars now a little bit heavier, burns a little bit more fuel. And right on board takes the PNC with Alex Pelot trying to catch his teammates. Got Dixon. With a 4.5 seconds gap in the lead from Kyle Proctor. A pencil moment of the race in front of Kyle Proctor. The one the way that he it will be sparked with the fire of the insanity of this race. Got a good setup here with Kyle Kirkwood leading, and Will Power trying to defend on Alex Pelot, making the pass on the outside as they come to right hand. Will Power just trying to outbreak Pelot, outbreaks Kirkwood by accident. Kirkwood leaves the room, but it was Alex Pelot making two passes in one corner. Now right back up Warren Simmons, the Teddy Gold machine of Kyle Kirkwood as he looks back at Harold Ward. Felix Rosenquist, 5 seconds up the road right now. Kind of 5 to pit lane.
this is the best cut, but two-stage pin limiter here, Road America, 90 miles an hour. That first stage was down to 45 right there. But the 5-3's got to go to work. Importantly, though, Rosenquist is able to go a lap longer, and Rosenquist will be full push right now, trying to do a qualifying lap, essentially, a lap before I think he'll make his last stop. Michael taking his final stop and running behind him. Comes out right in the middle of the pack. This gets on the going to turn 5. That'll be crazy. Careful what can you tell us here on Rosenquist. We're going to see the top two guys set on slots for Rosenquist. So they're still in play. No fuel save for either of those. By the way, Alexander Rossi just told we're going to make a splash. Dixon is one lap better on fuel. There are 3 strategies in play right now. And Hunt is making the move. Puts it on to the roll. Rosenquist is in the danger zone now. Also want to come out and step through his fingers. So Rosenquist, Kirkwood, Marcus Armstrong all have to think about that last stop, and that's exactly why they're coming in to cover.
Okay, good.
To say, Armstrong behind that.
Hey, Mom.
We got 5 seconds on the racetrack between these two cars. See what it is at the end of the outlet. What really matters is not just the time on pit lane, it's how quickly your driver gets up to speed. It gets that outside located to 66, back away. 3 seconds from now, it goes to the order. You know what's going on how quickly you change.
That's how much the other farmers do.
When they come out in relation to what's going on with this track, here. Behind Alex below and Hannah Carucci, but now it's fascinating because below would have to save. And as Kirkwood runs in, so now below has to save. Rosenquist can push. Who's going to win this thing? Kirkwood has got a very tough teammate coming up behind him. We still go back to the Barcelona. Just 1 lap to go. Kirkwood will have to defend from Herta.
When it comes to your wireless plan, don't settle for less. Get more with a free 5G phone and real unlimited data from Straight Talk. More ways to connect. I love you. More reasons to share. And when you spend less with Straight Talk, you can get more moments to yourself by getting something for them. Switch to Straight Talk and get a free 5G phone on us, on America's most reliable 5G network. Find us at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
At Mothers, we're driven by the same passions you are, fueled by more than 50 years of purpose and innovation. We're driven by the details, the finish, the shine, the personal style. We're driven by the epic adventures and the simple joys. We're
Marcus Armstrong's in.
to reveal the prestige, because no matter what we drive or what drives us, we're driven to take care of it. Give it that mother's love.
This is Uno. Melty, cheesy, flaky, toasty. Lunch just got croissant-tastic. Try the new croissant toast sandwiches. It just feels good at Panera.
We're here. Progressive Accident Response detected the accident and sent for help.
Did we beat him? Where's the...
Saving the world, maybe?
We did it!
Yeah, I don't think car insurance is really the same now with us around.
Yeah, all you call the truck stop, it starts
I guess not all heroes wear capes. Some wear tummy capes, too. So don't say things like that out loud.
All right, Malukas is up front. No thanks.
No one's here, right? Are you getting this? So, anything else again?
Water doesn't have to be boring. Turn it up with Circle. With over 40 delicious flavors and a dial that controls your intensity, Circle starts a party for your taste buds. No sugar, no calories, and no artificial flavors. Just good times.
Circle, it's your water, your way. Try Circle at drinkcircle.com.
The best way to experience something in life is for yourself. And Firestone Tires was built for getting out there. For 3-day weekends and for testing the waters. Try Firestone Tires for 90 days. If you're not fully satisfied, we'll exchange. Whatever you drive, drive with Firestone.
Yeah, that's how I do it. You learn.
So 11 laps to go.
Well, it's the vegetable
So,
one. You like it?
it's good.
Of course, man. What's going on?
11 laps to go in the IndyCar race.
Yeah.
Yep. Your leader is now Scott Dixon. And you got Alexander Rossi in third.
Even if Dixon is short, it'll help Palou save those precious gallons running in that dirty air. Doesn't help him on lap time, but it helps him get mileage. Alex Rosenquist will be on full push to catch Palou. Rosenquist in great shape for his second career win. He's doing about full push. And Alex Palou is trying to say, you, he's looking pretty hard. Set the fastest lap of the race. Long lap will go.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Bailey, Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
One more sauce?
No, I'm gonna vote.
Make it sweeter?
Yeah, she's with the twins neighborhood.
Yeah, like stadiums, it's just so expensive these days. Here you go.
Oasis Breeze 10 and 5. Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Or stress. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Challenges are our greatest opportunities. If we take them on, we make our most extraordinary dreams real. Introducing the most capable Honda we've ever built out. All new Passport Tracer. Built from limitless determination. Honda, proud partner of the NTT IndyCar series.
Felix Rosenquist, by the way, hasn't won since his first IndyCar win at the same track several years ago. And he was driving for Ganassi back then. So Grandma doesn't have any plans for later.
It didn't, but my sketches slipped into completely hands-free. I just stepped in and they're off.
As long as probably forever, there's
Grandma
only
doesn't have any
one
plans.
Because what would we even do? Add a bunch of new swirls and mix-ins like Oreo cookies or Pop-Tarts pieces? That's kind of genius, actually. For a fresh way to Frosty, gotta be Wendy's.
Moving this summer? Pods is the most awarded container moving company. Pods brings the container to you. Then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center. And you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Look at pods.com.
How much brisket is this guy cooking?
It's wouldn't see this barbecue joint. Got 600 pounds of brisket just afraid to run out. I'm going up in smoke.
Is this at any time in any restaurant before you open?
The release that's all the Wednesday on Fox. Abdullah leads the Cubs against Jose Altuve and the Astros.
Yeah, Joseph Newgarden wrecked out earlier. That's his second straight DNF. And he also has his worst average run since 2014.
We have 9 laps to go at Road America. These are racing. Scott Dixon and Alex involved in some disagreement. Just on pit lane. As to whether they are pushing, whether they are saving, whether they can make it to the close of this race.
Yeah, the Cup race at Pocono is on hold because of weather. I'm not surprised. It always happens at Pocono almost every other year.
We'll get an idea. Is he trying to do bad Dixon fuel saving? Or are they just going for it?
8 to go.
That sounds to me like no fuel saved at all, James. Yeah, it's got a ton, that's for sure. When we had that graphic up there, below was pushing, that's number came up, and that's lower than it was last lap. So he's using a little bit to push it past, but we know that that takes a lot of fuel when you're using that button. So I'm leaning towards these guys are kind of pushing and doing what they can. I mean, they're in an awkward situation because pitting, you're going to lose 38 seconds. That'll put you clearly out of the top 15 all the way down to about 21st position. Unless a yellow comes out to take the left time, we usually get the indication to us. Rosenquist, who we know will not need to stop again. He's switching to catch this guy and is doing low 1 minute 47. Dixon below on mid 1 minute 47. It's only a couple of tenths of a second of lap, the difference between them. That doesn't sound like the same. They're hoping for yellow. That's what they need at this point. At this point of the race, when you're pushing like Rosenquist, it's late in the race, bubbles offline, it's hot, drivers are starting to get fatigued. While we're talking about the heat, shout out to all the camera ops that we have around the racetrack standing out there. Feeling that heat, all the crews up and down pit lane, the safety workers. It's a hot day up there. We got a nice up here like this, but it is a very hot day. It's inside those race cars. It's 120 degrees, 130 degrees, and frankly, it feels better racing than it does under caution. That's when the heat
7 to go.
190 miles an hour around here. You can get some airflow. So as a driver, the worst part for me was the caution. That's where my core temperature was really shooting off of those restarts. That's where I think the mistakes could really come in. Okay, look, Dixon's pulling away from the long right now. I think the long way still be trying to do it. Because he was 2 laps to the good on Dixon. But Dixon is looking at down now. Below still, he hit it on lap 40, so that's a long stint to make it. But I think you're right. I think he's starting to save some fuel with the last one drop. He's a second up the pace now for Great information from you. That's what you need as a driver right now. Is what's the situation with the cars in front of me? What can I expect as I encounter them maybe for a pass? How hard are they going to defend? Ross is going to be desperate. He's not going to give me any help here as he's just trying to hang on, hoping for a miracle. And these guys are running out of them, push to pass as well. 27 seconds for Rosenquist, 37 under the 200 seconds of allocation each driver started this race.
It's a woman.
Between Rosenquist and Perot continues to close. It's right at about 7
Mexican, Spanish.
to go.
Ella Cruz from Madeira.
I think we're really trying to make it work. We can't help but to say a little bit of that draft off his teammate. I don't think Dixon's got a chance. 2 more laps. I don't think he can do it. But below, I think can. Let's have a look at what his lap time is this time around. Because if it's another 48, mid 48's been promoted. Definitely. Dixon's another 1 minute 47. It's a low 47. The low drops back into the 47.
Good, huh? Chinese too.
Korean, Kwan.
The one thing I'm thinking of Uncle Seb and my dad. I bet Mimi took the violin and teach her kids to play violin.
Remember, she played piano, Noemi.
Yeah, but Uncle had someone to teach her kids there. Which Uncle Steve had his violin, and then I bought something before the last time I went home. 2003, I think at that time, he asked me to buy
String?
yeah.
Why did he still play?
Yeah.
He still played even at that time?
Yeah, well, because he had his own violin all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Did he still play?
Yeah. That's the one that keep going to the Methodist church. Because when he was settling there before, he used to go to the Methodist church, and there are Urbanos in the church in Kabangan. That nurse was an Urbano that he met before. I guess he was invited around to go back to. He was brought to the Catholic Church in July, and we met not even a Catholic in the Baptist in Singapore. He's very active in Singapore.
I mean, is there a chance they told Flo, listen, just go? And Flo in trouble too.
And now I didn't know that. I thought, like I said, I thought because even Manangchun disposed all their properties before they died, but not really. I didn't know that they still have them, the farms and all that around Gabangan and Minardoy. I mean, Amy wanted to. I told you already.
Yes, Mom, you already told me.
Yeah, but they told them go on visiting in your property in the farm.
Yes, you got the key and stepped on it.
I'm looking.
Dirty air from Alexander Rossi. So even if he's in the corners, it's tough for him to get
I
much
just
closer.
checked the two of them.
Rossi needs to peel off the pit. Maybe puts it with saves his tires here, and then goes like heck once he gets clean air.
I want to go anyway. About that. I like to go see.
Before he goes on.
After 5, you earn something.
Good news for Felix Rosenquist. Alexander Rossi is just about to get out of the way. He's coming in this time around. That also gives us some intel on Scott.
All right, 4 laps to go in the IndyCar race at Road America. Scott Dixon and Alex Palou are first and second. Alexander Rossi just made his stop, so that moves Felix Rosenquist up to third place.
Here's the question. If Scott Dixon has to pick this lap, with 3 to go, Palou should still be way short. Because he's only 2 laps to the good on his teammate in theory, but he's been drafted the whole time off Scott Dixon. I'm fascinated to see what reality is going to come down the stretch here.
It's the whole thing.
Dixon will not make it. He's coming in. I do not know for certain if it's this lap or not.
So Dixon will pit.
So Alex Palou is about to take over, but we don't know if he can make it. I don't think he can. If Dixon has to pit right now for a splat, Palou's going to be in trouble. Someone else in trouble.
Looks like Dixon, yeah, he's coming in.
Come on, keep going, Dixon.
Rosenquist right now sitting P3 with Ferrucci behind him and Kirkwood in fifth. That would be the new podium if and when these guys stop. Dixon isn't stopping, so they've got another lap left in it.
3 to go.
There you go, Chip Ganassi watching on anxiously as his cars run first and second. He doesn't look too stressed at the moment. So now, if Dixon hits this lap, that would tell us Palou would be able to make it. But Rosenquist, how close can Rosenquist get? That last lap, Rosenquist 47.3 below 47.7.
Where Rossi go? Damn, Rossi dropped all the way to 12th. Wow.
Having stopped 2 laps earlier, for Palou to keep up this kind of pace, because we know that Rosenquist is 10 tenths, and he's only 3, 4, 5 tenths a lap. Otherwise, he would be slowing up to make sure he protects his championship and at least finishes in the top 5. But depending at this point, it's going to bring you out somewhere in the early 20s. Jack, what can you tell us about Alex Palou?
That team should consider also playing poker because I think they would dominate at that as well. I tried to glean just a little info, as Kevin said a couple of times, they're being coy. My personal feeling, I think he's going to make it. Wow.
3 to go, well, 2.5 really to go here at Road America. Can Scott Dixon make it? Can Alex Palou make it? Can Felix Rosenquist catch either of them? Right now, Rosenquist just doesn't have a pace advantage over these 2 leading cars, which by all measures should be saving fuel, and yet they're not.
And that's Rosenquist that just came into view on the helicopter shot. It is an awfully big gap to try to make up, as we understand. Scott Dixon, as expected, short
And Dixon pits.
This should mean that Palou can make it because he was 2 laps to the good, and there's 2 laps at the line.
My word. And he's been running around in Scott's draft. He's probably been making even better fuel mileage than the 9 Scott Dixon. Palou has that gap down to 3.1. It was making up 4 seconds a lap ago. It was 4.5. It's now down to 3.1. 2 laps to go. Felix Rosenquist, it is now or never for your second career victory. He was 8 tenths quicker than Alex Palou. So he's got a shot. If he can get to that draft, he might have a chance, but how are they on push to pass? Palou is still 117 seconds remain, the Rosenquist 26. While Palou was being thrown when he won here, was racing for Chip Ganassi. He has to pass the new Ganassi talisman, the championship leader, the man who was setting a living record for the start of the season. You have to catch him first. You have to pass him. Those 2 very, very different propositions. And what about Santino Ferrucci sitting there in third? Carl Kirkwood.
Santino Ferrucci's too far back.
He is in a weird place on fuel as well. He's 1 lap to the good. Dixon already had to stop. So I don't know if Ferrucci's going to have to come in this lap or if he's in mad fuel safe to try to limp it across. That would put Kyle Kirkwood on the podium.
His camera glitched out. Yeah, I know.
There'll be lots of people around here raising a red solo cup to this guy. You can hang on for
All right, white flag, 1 lap to go.
So there's some kind of make it, huh?
No.
It is 1 lap to go into the advanced auto parts checkered flag, and Alex Palou, as he has done on so many occasions this year.
Yeah, it looks like we're not going to get a new winner today.
And if he does it, if he pulls off this last 3 miles of racetrack, it'll be his 6th win of the season, and we will still have only 2 winners over the first 9 IndyCar races this year. Hasn't happened since 1980. This guy, the other driver that's won 3 times so far this season, just incredible.
And not just dominant from 2 drivers, dominant from 1 engine manufacturer, Honda, winning all 9 races. If Palou can hang on, we haven't seen that for a very long time either.
What a strategy he has employed as his team employed today.
And think about how many crazy moments Palou's been through in Pat on restarts with Will Power and Carl Kirkwood earlier, that moment of the race that we showed you. Always figuring out how to make high percentage decisions, protecting his equipment, delivering exactly what
under 3 seconds now. Yeah, he's not going to run out. Yep, we're going to be stuck at 2 winners still. Wow. Rosenquist is going to come up short. Yeah, even no matter how hard everyone tries, nothing is working.
Change the format. What?
Looks like Santino Ferrucci just hung on to take third. That's a brilliant result for AJ Foyt Racing.
He wasn't going to make it, but Pelot somehow managed to make it. I had a bad feeling this was going to happen. Yeah, Rosenquist was too far back. See, no matter how hard anyone tries, nothing is working. Gee, what do these drivers have to do to... Yeah, sometimes it feels like, besides Meyershank Racing, they haven't won since the Indy 500 4 years ago. Goes to show how long these winless droughts have been. Look at that. They all ran out of gas.
Wow. And because the lap is so long, you need so much gas to get around the cooldown lap. Below, you want a cooldown lap. And what about, you want a crazy race result, guys? Go for score, okay? Armstrong's fit. Kevin Simpson, another top 10 in 6 now. David Malukas, who was in the gravel.
I mean, Malukas recovered for a top 10 finish after he spun the gravel earlier.
Absolutely wild. Rosenquist up 10, Ferrucci up 15, Simpson up 17.
It's Ray Hall.
Yeah, these guys don't want a cool down lap because there's nothing cool about a cool down lap today.
Well, let's face it, we're not going to get a new winner this year. It's just no matter how it's like no one is trying. It feels like they're just letting them get away.
That's for sure. You think that's 2 podiums in a month, Santino Ferrucci. Really kind of age. You know he goes well on ovals. That's 1 podium on the street track, 1 podium on the road course. Really showing his mettle.
Unbelievable. Yep, we're going to be stuck at 2 winners for the rest of the season. No matter how hard these drivers try. Unless Kirkwood or Pelot crash out. Yeah, we're not going to get a new winner this year unless something happens. It's like nothing. Yeah, it's like nothing is working.
Santino needs some water as well.
It's like
before all the water was gone, he said, "Throw me a beer."
fans are all giving the drivers water. Nope, he got a beer. Damn. Wow. Yeah, there's no rule saying you can't throw things over the track to. Wow.
It is 131 degrees on the racetrack, 96 degrees outside.
Sponsorship incoming for Santino Ferrucci at Mid-Ohio. But there's your race winner into victory lane. Celebrations with the red solo car. Alex Pelot is back as if he ever has. Yeah.
time for backstretch. We know. Well, just shocking, really, at the struggles that continue as Chip Ganassi makes yet another cruise to victory lane.
So yeah, I mean, good race, a lot of strategies. Some drivers got their cars full while some didn't, and unfortunately Alex Palou won. He was the one who had it full himself. Yeah, it's like no matter how hard these drivers doing what these drivers do, yeah, nothing is working. It's just gonna be the same two winners every week unless they take each other out.
Losing a ton of positions, and we were making it was a tough race for everybody. But yeah, kudos to the team for the amazing strategy, and Honda and HRC being able to give us the fuel mileage we needed at the end to make it, and then solo cars. It was fun. It's a fun race.
So yeah, that's gonna do it. Good race. There was some chaos throughout the race involving various different drivers. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you in the next stream next week at Atlanta. Yeah, can't wait for this upcoming weekend. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Stay safe. I'll see y'all next time. All right, bye everyone. Peace out.